everybody? This your girl CC with Where It Begins Magazine, and I got a special guest on the line with me today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself of who he is and what he does.
What's going on, everybody? It's your new underground favorite rapper, Young Sauce to God. How you doing out there?
Hey, and thanks for interviewing me with me. It took forever to get you on my platform.
I know we just kept missing each other. Our schedules was crazy.
Yes, but what made you want to be a rapper?
I just been in love with music since a kid. You know, my mom, she wanted to be a singer. So I guess it was just born in me. Just hearing that music since I was a little kid all the way up to now. So it just was. I guess it was just meant to be honest.
Oh, no, that's right. Well, tell me, who are your top 5 male rappers and your top 5 female rappers? Let's go. Let's see what you got.
Okay, cool. Top 5 male rappers. Okay. Well, first is Biggie. That's my first.
Okay.
Jay-Z. Let me mix it up a little bit. Who else I like? Jeezy. He in my top 5.
Okay.
Who else is? Let's see who else we got.
2 more.
Let me see who else. I know I'm missing somebody. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Rick Ross and Snoop.
Okay. All right. Well, what about the ladies? Your
The
female
ladies.
rappers. Who the
Oh
top
yeah.
5?
Okay. So I got Lil Kim in no particular order. I got Lil Kim, Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj. I came from Nicki B. She be going crazy. She can hold her own for real. I like Megan. I like Megan too. I like Megan, and then probably the last one will probably be Mia X.
Okay. I see you. So let's talk about your single and the motivation behind it.
Oh well, we got a couple. We got the main one right now. We got is Talk My Shh. That's out right now. Featuring my brother Jizzle, man, from them franchise boys. That concept just came. He wrote the hook. Like I had a verse already ready for the song, and it's funny because I sent him that record like 2 or 3 times, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I got it." I was like, he ain't listened to it. I know he ain't, because if he would have been hit me back. So that song took like 6 months in the making, and like the last time I sent it to him, he's like, "Yo, this beat is crazy." I'm thinking to myself, dude, I sent you that record like 4 or 5 months ago. So he's like, I got the concept, and that's it. And I'm gonna tell you what to say. And he said, and that's it. He said, I got the hook, write your verse. And he wrote the hook, and I wrote my verse, and boom, that was it. We did the video, and we got it on the radio on some markets right now. It's picking up, and we just grinding.
I was about to say, I know I done seen you on a couple of interviews and on the radio. I was like, oh, look at it. It's booming out there now.
Yeah, okay. We just grinding. Just blessed and thankful, just trying to get it.
So what are some goals that you want to achieve in the next couple of years?
I want to have me a platinum record. That's the main thing. I want to have a platinum record. I want to tour. I want to do some big tours now that we coming out of this whole COVID thing and life is kind of getting back to normal. I want to tour with some of the biggest artists. I want to do a few movies, and then kind of just like, start a few businesses and just keep it moving. Just, what I'm saying, do all different type of things with it. Just use the music as a, a platform to, move on to different areas. I definitely want to get into TV. Like, that's my second love is TV.
I got you. Well, speaking in existence is coming for you. But who are some people you want to collab with?
I want to collab with, let's see. I want to collab with Lil Baby. I like him. Meek Mill. Of course, Rick Ross. I want to do something with Megan. I think she's real dope. On the singing side, let me see who I want to collab. Chris Brown. I mean, I definitely want to do something with C Breezy.
Everybody.
Yeah, bro is that deal. He's definitely that deal.
Yes, he is.
I want to do something with 50 too on the movie side because he's like killing the movie game and television game right now. So I definitely want to dibble and dabble with him and just anybody with good vibes, good energy, and we can make something work.
I got you. So, out of all the songs that you have, which one is your favorite and why?
Hmm.
I know I always get people with that because y'all be like, oh, it's so many. So,
Yeah.
right now, because I know it switches up all the time. So, right now, which one is your favorite?
What's my favorite one? I'm uh I'm gonna probably say right now, All I Need. That's a new record I'm getting ready to drop. We getting ready to shoot the video for it like in another week and a half. It's a lady record. It's something smooth for the ladies. You know, it's getting ready to be summertime, so I'm gonna definitely have to give you an exclusive and get that to you.
Yes.
Hear that? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
we
why
can
did you
get
pick
that.
that one? Because it's a lady song? Why did you
Yeah,
pick that
some
one out of all of them?
just as of right now, how I'm feeling right now, I just think it's something different, from what everybody else is doing. We don't hear too many. We don't have too many. We don't got too many lady love records out there right now. Everything is just, twerk, 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 twerk. Hey, don't get nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with twerking. But it's just, I wanted to kind of change the climate a little bit and, give me one of them dope love records for the summer, something that you can remember. Like, oh, I remember when that song came out. I remember what was going on. Just kind of give you that vibe. So that's kind of like it's my favorite right now.
So that goes into my next question. I was going to ask, well, what do you think is missing in today's music?
Oh man, just originality. A lot of it's not. I keep hearing a lot of the same thing. It's cool, I love the music. I love what the young boys is doing right now, but it's just it's so redundant. I mean, it's just being done over and over and over again. It's just like I want to hear like someone just come out of left field. Like you know how we was coming up with the music. Like when somebody new came, everybody just flocked to it. Like, oh man, who was that? You know what I mean? And then it just kind of just blew up. Like for instance, like when 50 came out, like, oh man, when 50 came out, like he had the world on fire. Like couldn't nobody say they didn't love in the club when In the Club came out. I mean, come on, like when that song came out, everybody ran to the dance floor. Like that was
You
just
right. And everybody still run to the dance floor.
yeah, just those type of records like that. Like, somebody just coming out of left field with something that's just different. And saying the people accepting them, and what I mean, like, because right now I just think everybody's so stuck on that one sound. It's like it's just getting oversaturated. Like where you could be in the club and you could put 20 records on right now, and you can't really distinguish between the who's who. And they all gonna blend in. Like they all sound good, good beats, good good rhythm, good cadence. But it's just not enough. Like just left field records. Just like okay, this record came out of where? You know what I mean? Just kind of like that. So I'm just gonna say originality. I'm just gonna say we need to definitely switch it up and get something else going on right now. And I think it's slowly but surely kind of going back to it because I'm starting to hear like, samples again and people kind of like redoing older songs. So that's letting me know that they are appreciating the music that came before them and they're studying the people that, saying they had it before them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what makes your music different than others? What makes it original?
it's just I guess just like from where I'm originally from, which is Columbus, Ohio. That's where I'm originally from. That's why you see me with the Ohio State hat on.
Okay.
Just me being from the Midwest, me growing up on all those different sounds and different, got to see all them different artists and then kind of what's going on right now. So I just kind of meshed the two together. I hear a lot of people say, I can understand everything you say on your album. I can hear and understand every word you say. Because, some of these songs, I don't know what they saying. It sounds good, but I don't know what they saying. So I just guess, just kind of get my delivery. My cadence and my voice is different. And I'm just, I'm just kind of giving them something different. So, just something different for the ear. So, it's working. A lot of people are coming up and, oh man, you dope, man. I just something different, and that's what I went back to, just wanting to be versatile and just be original.
Okay. So are you doing any virtuals or are you doing any events? What projects and stuff you have going on right now or coming up?
Well, now since the world is opening back up, I'm gonna be in the Carolinas heavy. Shout out to Unlimited Promotions. It's about to be crazy. Like, I mean, there's so many like festival fair concerts coming up with some of your, some of the big name artists that everybody loves. I mean, I think the The next one we got coming up is June 27th in South Carolina. It's their version of the Freaknik. And it's starring Jeezy. You got Jacquees. You got I think it's hosted by Uncle Luke. So you know this thing about to be off the chain.
You gotta send me the details. I ain't see it.
Yeah, it's through the Carolinas. Like they just really opened back up. So like they doing a lot of like shows and stuff. So I know that's one of them coming up. I'm gonna be on. I just got a call for another one they're doing. It's called the Live Star Music Festival. And I think they're kind of like going to do a little bit of old school with a little bit of the new school, because I know Yin Yang Twins is supposed to be one of the main acts, and a few other ones. I don't know the confirmation on that, but I know that's coming up in July. And it's a whole bunch of like just outdoor concerts coming up. So I'm excited about that. You know what I mean, to get back on that stage and do some stuff, because I last time I performed has been probably about 6-7 months ago. Probably been a little bit like half a year. So I just kind of been working and just working the records and staying just staying active on the internet and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be dope though, definitely.
Okay, all right. So are you gonna do a listening party or?
Yes. Let me tell you, we've been trying to get the listening party together because the album's been out for like 3-4 months.
Right.
But see, with all the COVID stuff, everybody was telling me, don't worry, because with COVID, we can go ahead and re-release it because everybody hasn't been able to hear the music. Everybody wasn't out. So at first I was a little bit skeptical, like, oh man. But then after I really, really sat down with my team, I'm like, well, you know what, that is right, because no one's really got to hear it, but a certain amount of people. So I'm like, we just going we're working on that right now. So we're trying to get that figured out now since they've opened back up. We've been trying to do that since January. But it's just been so hard with the venues and they being, afraid to let a lot of people in and just kind of going through that whole thing right there. So I'm glad that everything is working out now. So yeah, we should be having something definitely for this summer, definitely before the summer's out. So I'll keep you posted and definitely have you there for sure.
Okay, got you. But you're in Atlanta now, right?
Yeah.
So what's 3 things you love about Atlanta?
Woo! I love I love the culture.
Okay.
I love the food. I mean, I'm a big chicken wing person, so I mean, the wings be in shrimp. So shrimp and grits. I just got hip to that. See, I wasn't, from being up north, we wasn't really on no shrimp and grits. I'm like, huh? Shrimp and grits? You know what I'm saying? But I like that. And just the overall hospitality that the South offers. You know what I mean? Like, it's so open, welcome arms. Like, it's amazing, because up north it's totally different. Like, it's so standoffish. They just be mugging you and looking at you all crazy until they get to know you. But down here, I haven't had any of that. Like, it's just been all love and just then met some great friends and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, this is where I need to be at.
Gotcha. So what are 3 things you think every artist needs to know?
As far as music? Okay.
Yeah, every music artist needs to know in general. What's the top 3 things that you think that every music artist needs to know?
Well, they definitely need to know they need to have their music registered with a pro. That's the main thing. Like, you'll never see a paycheck until you have your music registered with a pro, whether that's ASCAP, CSAC, BMI, Sound Exchange. That's one of the main things. That's the number one thing. Have your music registered with a pro. I say the second thing is to make sure your music is copywritten.
Okay.
And the third thing I would say most important for an artist to know is know where your money's going. That should really be like first, honestly. So let me flip that around. That should be first. Know where the money's going. Learn the business. Like, anything you don't know, we got Google. That's your best friend right now. Learn everything about before you sign your name on something, or
Mhm.
you're doing a song with someone. And what I learned was, even when you start doing songs with bigger artists, of course, most of the time they're going to probably ask for most of the record because they are the name, the household name. That's fine. Just never give up your publishing. Never give up your publishing. That's what's going to
Mhm.
keep your kids paid. And after you long and gone, those checks will still be rolling in to take care of your family. So just learn that business. That's what I'm gonna say. Business. Learn it.
All right. I'm not a music artist, but I think those are some good tips that people need to know in the industry because I don't think a lot of artists know what to do. They just know, hey, I just want to be a rapper. That's
That's the
all.
worst thing you can be. That's the worst answer you can say is I just want to be a rapper, because what's gonna happen is, okay, you just want to be a rapper. Okay, then just be a rapper. But then when you start looking at those, I mean, that's why I say I'm so glad to like have all these people before us come and tell their stories.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember watching the New Edition movie about 4 or 5 years ago, and how they was all over the world and everybody knew their songs, and they came home with what he say? They came home with like 10 cents. Like, huh? Like, how did that happen? Because you didn't know the
They
business.
don't
You
know.
just was out there
Right.
performing and singing and dancing, everybody screaming for you, but somebody was getting paid off of your blood, sweat, and tears. And if you don't
Yep.
know those things will happen again to you. So, that's why I say learn the business. Don't just be an artist. Because I've had multiple people come up to me and be like, "Oh, well, just worry about the music. Just worry about the music." Not even. Because I need to know where my money is going, and whose pocket is going into. And if you
I
just
know
stay
that's
like that,
right.
you bound for destruction. So just learn that business, please. All the independent artists out there, please learn the business.
Y'all done heard it. But what has been the biggest challenge for you as a music artist?
Probably just I would say probably just kind of moving through the industry right now, how it all is set up. How it's more, popularity, um, numbers, like everything is just all about some, like it's kind of like what way the industry is now is just like they'll wait till someone is like, kind of blowing up, and then they'll come get you and say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we'll offer you this, offer you that, like what you didn't already did all the work. So to me, I just would just say just navigating through today's music, kind of like the way they kind of doing it right now in the industry. Like it's just not really based off of the talent. They just want to have numbers, and they just don't even care. Like as long as it's just making money, they just want to attach their name to it. So I would just say just keep, just being yourself, and just sticking with my sound and what I got going on, and staying true to me and the fans that like my music. So
Okay. Well, what's the greatest accomplishment you've made or had in your career so far?
um being on, well, I have a couple of them, but I would say right now, I would say definitely being on like about 5 or 10 radio stations, like FM radio stations. Like that was dope. Like, as I think every artist, that's one of their biggest dreams is to hear their music playing on the radio, you in the car, and you can hear your song.
Mm-hmm.
So me as being a solo artist now, what I mean, that's one of the biggest accomplishments. But the overall one was probably being on MTV Cribs.
Hmm. You was on MTV Cribs? Look at me. You was on
Mhm.
MTV Cribs? I didn't see that. I'm about
Yeah,
to go back and look that up. It's on
I'm
your
gonna have to send
page.
it to you. Yeah, I was on MTV Cribs with the Franchise Boys.
Okay, how was that experience?
Dope. That was dope. I mean, I watched that thing every day it came on. I taped it. That's how it's been a little minute. We had the VCR. So, what I'm saying? So man, what? I'm on MTV Cribs. I don't care if I was just in the room chilling. They gave us a shout out, waving at the camera and stuff like that. That was dope. Ain't nothing. I don't think nothing gonna top that until we get on these tours and get some of this big money. But other than that, that was the dopest experience, was being on MTV Cribs.
Okay, okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, thank
But
you.
how do you like? What do you think about the industry now with the streaming and everything compared to what it used to be?
I
How do
mean,
you like it?
I would say it's probably I'm in the middle about it, because it's like you have to stream so much just to get a few dollars. You know what I mean? A lot. The way they got it structured. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, even though you can be an artist and you can put out all your music now, you don't have nobody telling you what you can and cannot do. You know what I mean? But it's still kind of set up the way the record the music industry was beforehand, when you had to sell a certain amount of records. I mean, it's almost the same thing. It's just now we have the creative control to do what we want to do. To me. But I mean, streaming, it's okay. But I mean, when you break down the numbers, after I really sat down and analyzed it, it's almost like minimum wage. Because you gotta stream millions and millions of streams just to get thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? So you gotta think, like, you might hear him say, oh yeah, he got 50 million streams. But out of that, out of that, really that 50 million only really, equals up to like, maybe $500,000 or something.
Yeah. But the good part is that all them people done listen to it though. You done gain the fan through all those people just clicking on it and listening to your music. So
yeah, that's the good side of it. The people, that's a good way of looking at, like, the people that had the fans, but it's just, from the monetizing side of it,
right.
You kind of still in the, you still kind of in the red. You ain't really got, to where you really think you should do. That's great to have 50 million people listen to my music. It's great to have 100 people or 1,000 people listening to your music. You know what I mean? Because then you got, true fans. That's all that matters to me. It's just the way they look at it, so.
Okay. Well, I got 2 more questions for you, and then we'll go to our questionnaire. What's the best piece of advice you can give to any artist or anyone that want to be in the music industry?
Okay, best piece of advice, learn the business and just be yourself. Be you. Okay. Don't follow nobody else's path. You know what I mean? Create your own lane and, just basically create your own sound.
Okay. So the next question, I'm going to reverse it. So what's the best piece of advice you ever received?
You get what you put into it.
I like that one.
You get what you put into it,
So before we go into my questionnaire thing, it's just a little game that I play at the end, but is there anything you want to tell the audience?
Yeah, definitely. This is Young Sauce to God. You can follow me on Instagram at Young Sauce to God, Facebook at Young Sauce to God, Twitter, YouTube, everything at Young Sauce to God. And my album is out right now, Back to the Basics. Click the link in my bio. It's on all platforms. So just check it out. Let me know what you think about it. And Talk My is out right now, featuring my brother Jizzle, man. And just be on the lookout. We got about 3 or 4 more videos we getting ready to shoot here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So just be on the lookout. I'm working. I'm surprising them with more records.
Okay. Well, invite me to some. I'll come out. I'm always there to support. So just let me know what you got going on. So I got 2 questions for you. It's like fun questions though. But the first one is, what's something that people think makes them look cool, but actually has the opposite effect?
Makes them look cool. Going to jail. I never understood why everybody act like going to jail is like going on vacation or something. Like, I don't get that. Like, that's like,
really?
You hear so many people. Oh yeah.
But you say that's something cool that people do that has the opposite effect.
Yeah, because it's not cool. It's not cool at all. Like, who told you it was cool to be going to jail 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11 times? That is not cool. I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't get it. But the second question is, if you could switch places with one person for one day, who would it be and why?
Golly, that's a tough one. Who would I want to switch places with?
For one day.
Jay-Z.
And why?
Just to see what it feel like to, be a billionaire, for one, and see everything that comes along with it. So it's kind of almost like, so I already know what to think, I already know what's expected. So I would definitely want to, see that one day, just a day in the life of a billionaire. And what do you do all day? How do you continue to just
And you're gonna get Beyonce too.
Yeah. That's a great one. Yeah.
He said, I don't know what to say on that one, but yeah.
Yeah. That's cool too.
All right, well, you already told everybody where to follow you. Thanks for interviewing with me today. You already gained a fan with me. Keep grinding. I love what you're doing, and don't forget to send me the MTV. I want to watch it.
Oh yeah.
And let me know any events you got coming up. I definitely will come out and support. But yeah, I'm very proud of you. So
thank you. I'm thank you for having me. I was
I've
just
been
thinking
watching
about
you.
it. I had some time today. I said, let's go knock this interview out because I have another one I'm getting ready to do too. So I was like, I thought about you. I said, let's go ahead and get this interview because we've been talking forever trying to get this interview.
I know, right?
Right.
But that's a good part of social media. So
right.
Definitely. But you have a blessed day and you be safe out there and continue to grind, man.
All right, you too. Thank you for everything.
All right.
All right, peace.